If you feel more and more stressed and anxious while manifesting, instead of feeling more and more calm and relaxed and confidence, and if you're struggling with getting into the state of the wish fulfilled, that calm and relaxed state of knowing that your desire is yours, that everyone is talking about, then this video is definitely for you, because we are going to talk about why that is, why some people start affirming and they start feeling better right away, and other people, no matter what they do, it just feels worse, and it can be really frustrating. And it's like the worse it gets, the worse it gets, because you start focusing on it and then you manifest more of that state. And no, I'm not just going to tell you that just don't focus on it. I am going to explain to you why that happens so that you know what not to do. And as always, I am also going to give you solutions so that you can apply and move from a state of anxiousness to a state of a better feeling state, whatever you may call it, joy or calm or confidence or just knowing. And that state is really powerful and it feels powerful. And that is what we all want to get to when we are consciously manifesting. I am going to give you two tips in this video. One is one that I have done myself and I have used it with my clients. I actually realized I was doing it when talking with clients that had this type of problem. And of course, I as a coach have to find a solution to the problems that clients come to me with. And I realized that I was doing this without really doing it on purpose, but it really works. And when clients apply this method, it works, and you're going to see why. The other solution I'm going to give you is something that Joseph Murphy has used with his students. And I remember one success story in particular that I'm going to tell you, and it's in one of his books. I don't remember which. I will link it in the description, so that you if you want to read the whole book, you can do it. And let's start. If you know anyone who is struggling with their manifestation, who just don't seem to be able to get to that good feeling place of the wish fulfilled, please make sure to share this video with them and subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about why it happens that when you are manifesting, when you are, let's say, affirming these wonderful, beautiful affirmations, that your mind, instead of bringing you to that place, it just makes it worse. When you have a feeling, be it good or bad, negative, positive, whatever, it is a manifestation of thoughts themselves. So it kind of makes no sense that you are affirming, like, for example, that you are loved, you are in this beautiful relationship, or you feel good in your body, that you have all the money that you desire, and you feel stressed instead. Why is that it happens? The answer is really simple, actually, and that is, first of all, well, the obvious thing is that for some reason you're not getting into that state. One reason that why it can happen is that you are more focused on the lack of it than on the presence of your desire, which happens with a lot of people. And of course, no one does this on purpose, but a lot of people don't realize that after doing their technique, they start focusing on the 3D where the desire is not there yet, and that is focusing on lack. So if you are more focused on that, even if you do it accidentally and maybe you're not even realizing you're doing it, it's obvious that then the dominant story becomes the lack, and the dominant story manifests both in the 3D both in the 3D and in your body as a feeling, because feelings are manifestations of thoughts. It's first the thought, then the feeling. But this is not the only cause of stressing out while manifesting. This is something that I have realized while coaching, actually. A lot of clients come to me with this problem that, I do your affirmations, the affirmations that you suggested, and usually I find affirmations together with the client so that it's something that resonates with them, to make sure that that is exactly the desire, etc. So when they come and say that, these affirmations stress me out, it's obvious that something is off. And when I ask them, but is this what you want? Is this your desire? Absolutely yes. Then what I found out with, I think, all of those clients who were stressing out while manifesting, while affirming, was the fact that they are pressuring themselves to absolutely manifest this thing. And some of them are also focused on, this needs to happen right now. It can't go quickly enough. It has to manifest right now. I need this. And you probably already guessed that that is also a feeling state of lack. This pressure you put on yourself to absolutely have to manifest this, and any technique you do, if you come from the state that, oh my God, I need to do this technique to manifest this because I need it, I want it, I have to have this, it needs to happen, and absolutely it needs to happen right now. What you're telling your mind is that I don't have this, I am lacking this, I desire this because it's not there. So you are really manifesting the lack of it with other wordings, like I need this. You know that you manifest things into the 3D that are already true in your reality, in your imagination, right? So something becomes true in your imagination first. That is why we affirm in present tense that we already are, or we already have, we already do these things, and then it manifests into the 3D. Therefore, you cannot want to manifest something that you already have. I hope this makes sense. So when you come from the state of pressure on yourself, and you are the one putting the pressure on you, all you're doing is telling your subconscious mind that I don't have this. I just don't have this. And maybe worse, that it's difficult to get. I need to do a lot of work to manifest it, whatever lies behind it. In this case, you might pay attention to what assumptions you have about manifesting. Some people, I am guilty of this myself, have assumptions about manifesting that it needs to take a long time, it needs to take a lot of repetition, because, I have heard this from a few clients that, I have had this assumption for 40 years since I was a child. Now it's going to be difficult to change it. That in and of itself is an assumption, and assumptions manifest. So the way you experience manifesting is also a manifestation of your assumptions. Therefore, now, first I'm going to give you the solution that I have used with clients, and then I'm going to tell you the story and the solution that Joseph Murphy gave to this particular student, but there has been several stories like that in his books and lectures. If you have read many of or several of his books or lectures, you might have come across similar stories. Please tell me in the comments who of you are like Joseph Murphy, have studied his books. I myself am a very much Neville Goddard girl, and therefore I might say I really like Joseph Murphy also because their teachings are the same. They have sort of different ways of wording the law and the processes, but their teachings are the same because they both teach that imagination creates reality. Your imagination is God, is the one God. We are all connected through that source, and we all imagine. So and we all are part of that same imagination and that same mind. And whatever you impress on that mind is going to express on the 3D. This is roughly what they both teach. But again, they explain things differently. Joseph Murphy is more focused on affirmations, while Neville Goddard is a bit of everything. Even though I have to say, I have read Murphy talk about visualization also. So anyway, first, my method. What I have suggested my clients do, and I really, really recommend you try this also because it's so easy, to be honest. So in order to take the pressure off of your manifestation, you are going to start doing your techniques not to manifest them, and you make yourself become aware that you are now imagining something or affirming something, not to manifest it, but only because it makes you feel good, because it's fun, because you feel good, because you like the idea of being like that or having that relationship or the object or the money or whatever you're manifesting. And don't worry, because this is not going to lessen the power of manifestation itself, because your subconscious mind doesn't care why you imagine things. For example, a fear of something is also imagining that the worst case scenario, for example. It's the same imagination, works the same way. And again, your subconscious doesn't care that you're actually fearing that it would happen, that you don't want it to happen. It's going to manifest because it's imagined and persisted in, right? So the same way, your subconscious is not going to care that you're not imagining to manifest, but you're imagining because it's fun. You're imagining because it feels good. I have suggested several clients to take 5-10 minutes out of their day. This is, by the way, also a Joseph Murphy technique, to sit and repeat an affirmation, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. And when you do it for 5 minutes, 5 minutes is easy to find. It's not 2 hours at a time, and by the way, which you don't have to do. It's very easy, or at least much easier, to find 5 minutes. And that would be your meditation time, your manifestation time. You just sit and contemplate on the idea of already having your desire. Putting focus on one thing for several minutes at a time is going to create the feeling. And what my clients told me actually is that even after they had impressed it, things were starting to move in the 3D, they were really feeling good about that desire, because again, they were seeing movements and things had started to happen. They continued doing this because it felt good. And this is why you're going to do it. Take the pressure off of you right away. Tell yourself that, okay, I'm just going to visualize this, or having this beautiful inner conversation with my person, or talking to myself about this topic because it makes me feel good. Without that pressure, it's going to be easier. And you know what? It is going to work the same way, because when we repeat something, it becomes a habitual imaginal act or a habitual thought. Whether you're doing it with the pressure of manifesting, which actually isn't working that well, because that creates resistance and makes you even more aware of lack, or you do it for fun, just for fun. You're not really doing it to manifest, because when you do it to manifest, you are manifesting the lack of it. Because just like I said, you don't want to manifest something you already have. You already have it, so it's fun to keep thinking about it. What Joseph Murphy suggested, this particular guy, the story was that this, I think it was a young man who was manifesting money. He was struggling with money, so he would affirm and affirm for money and wealth. Joseph Murphy calls affirmations prayers, by the way. So if you read, if you're new to Joseph Murphy and you start reading his books, he calls it prayer. Please just know that it's affirmations. He's really big on that. So this boy would pray, as Murphy calls it, a lot, and he would become more and more sour and stressed and aware that he doesn't have money, and also he would manifest other more and more problems with money, just the lack of it. Because if you are dominantly in the feeling state of lack, it's obvious you're going to manifest that same state in the 3D also. What Murphy suggested him to do, and once again, I'm going to link the book in the description. There are other stories in the same book, similar stories with similar solutions. What Murphy suggests him to do is to stop manifesting money for himself altogether, and to start manifesting money, wealth, for, I think, his neighbor, or just someone else. The point was to, again, this is also a different way of getting rid of the pressure. Stop affirming for yourself. Start affirming or imagining, just manifesting, actively manifesting the wealth for someone else. Because, first of all, you're not going to feel that negatively attached, and which is the pressure. Have to manifest this because I need it. I have to do it. I have to do it correctly. What if this doesn't work? That works. What if I try this and I try that, etc., etc. All focus on lack. When you stop that and you start manifesting for someone else, there's a lot less pressure because you probably care less about, and oh God, by all means, I don't mean to say that you don't have to care about your manifestations. I have cared very much about any manifestation I have ever anything I have ever manifested. So this is not it. I'm not that type. But since you care less, you are pressuring yourself less. And why does this work for you? Is because when you don't have that pressure and you're not that focused on the 3D, did it happen, did it not happen, you are going to get yourself in the same wealth feeling state as when you do it for yourself. Your subconscious is going to manifest the feelings of your thoughts in your body, because the thoughts are yours anyway. Even if you're manifesting for someone else, the thoughts happen in your imagination, so that is going to manifest feelings in your body, and that is a feeling state, the perfect feeling state for manifesting wealth for yourself also. Murphy's students, several of them, have done this and manifested wealth for themselves. So if nothing works for you, if whatever you're doing is just making everything worse, try this, even for a period, and know that it's going to create for you what you imagine for another. And this was the reason why both Joseph Murphy and Neville Goddard said, again, several times in their books and lectures, never manifest something hurtful for another person. They called it the golden rule, but what happens is when you manifest anything for another person, you're manifesting through your own imagination. So the thought, the prayer, has to come back to the sender. So whatever you manifest for another, you manifest for you, because we are all connected. And again, you're manifesting through yourself. So, and this is why it's highly recommended to manifest good thing for others, manifest healing for others, manifest money for others. you are going to manifest all that for yourself. So I really hope this was helpful. I really, really hope that this solved some problems for you. Take the pressure of manifestation away from you and start doing your techniques for fun, or take the pressure of manifestation away from you and start manifesting the same thing for someone else. Both are going to put you in the state of the wish fulfilled and manifest the thing for yourself also. So let me know in the comments which one you're going to try, if you're going to try both. And also let me know who of you have read, studied Joseph Murphy along with Neville Goddard, because I know that everyone talks about Neville Goddard and there's more and more talk and stuff about Joseph Murphy, and I think he was also a genius. I have definitely learned a lot from him, and his teachings are very simple to understand also. So if you are new to Joseph Murphy, if you've never heard about him, definitely give him a try. Again, I'm going to link the book or maybe a couple of books. I always have The Power of Your Subconscious Mind linked in the description box, by the way, because my manifestation journey started with that book. That has been the first book I've read, and it's life-changing. It actually includes everything you need to know. So once again, subscribe to the channel, share this video with people that you think might struggle with manifesting, and let's help each other sort things out and solve some problems so that we can manifest our desires easier. And see you in the next video.